Good morning. This is your Math Sensei, Mr. Spensei, and this is Unit 2, Day 1, Graphing on the Coordinate Plane. It's just a review of the coordinate plane and basic graphing before we move into functions and relations. So, definitions, coordinate plane. What is it? It's a graph created by drawing a horizontal and a vertical number line. And if you notice, we have a horizontal number line right here. It goes all the way to negative infinity in this direction and to positive infinity to the right. We also have a vertical number line, which is and it goes up to positive infinity and down to negative infinity. Please keep that in mind. Positive infinity, negative infinity. Um, where they cross at 0, 0, and that has the name the origin. All right, so 0, 0, where they cross is the origin. They're broken into quadrants. That means four divisions, quad meaning four. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. And the way to remember that is the quadrants form a letter C for numbering. So if you were starting with a C, you draw it this way. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And when we're graphing, remember the X comes first, then the Y, just like in the alphabet, X comes first and the Y. So you're going counting in the X direction, then up or down in the Y direction. Plus, plus, because this is positive and positive, positive in the X direction and positive in the Y direction. So quadrant one is positive, positive. Quadrant two is negative in the X direction, but we went up, so it's positive in the Y direction. So all the points in this quadrant will have that negative, positive. Quadrant three, we went negative in the X direction and we went down, so negative in the Y direction. So both X and Y are negative. And quadrant four, we went positive in the X direction and down, so that's negative in the Y direction. So on the graph below, plot the following points and identify their quadrant. So we go to quadrant, we're going -6. This is my X, this is my Y. And by the way, if you're not good at graphing, it helps to label them X, Y, just like in the alphabet. So we go -6, and then we go down to -6. And this is point A, and this is quadrant 3. Because remember, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. One, you know what? Better yet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because again, we follow that C. Now I'll go ahead and draw that C one more time. For that's the way the quadrants are numbered. All right. Then we have B. B is X, Y, and we went -4, but up 3. So I need to count 4 in the X direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4 to -4, and then up 1, 2, 3, and that's letter B. And when I look at that, oh, that's in quadrant 2. All right, letter C, we go +2 in the X direction and up 7 in the Y direction. And in this one, we're in quadrant 1. All right, labeling our X and a Y, we go 5 in the X direction and down 3. 1, 2, 3. And that puts D in quadrant 4. All right, continuing on. Letter E. I'll do these in blue. In the X direction, we go 2. In the Y direction, we go down 3. So we're going 2 and then 1, 2, 3. So E happens to be in quadrant 4. When we have a 4, 3, so we go, this is the X direction, this is the Y direction, 1, 2, 3, 4, and up 1, 2, 3. So there's point F, and point F is in quadrant 1. Then we're going to have to the left 2, oh, X, Y, left 2, but down 7 in the Y direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. and this gives me a G, and that's in quadrant 3. And finally, negative 1, 2. Back one, this is my X, this is my Y, so back 1 and up 2. So letter H happens to be in quadrant 2. All right, moving on. So we're going to sit there, do the following, identify the following points. And right now we're going to start off by plotting the points. So we have 5, negative 6, and negative 3, 7. C is 4, 2, and negative 5, 2. Once again, this is X, this is Y. Okay. And it asks us to identify the quadrant, so we might as well go ahead and draw our C. And remember, that's the order we started. We started here, so this is quadrant 1. Then we went to this one. This is quadrant 2. This is quadrant 3. And this ends up being quadrant 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5, negative 6. So we're going counting over to positive 5, and we're going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we end up at A right here. And we see that that's in quadrant 4. Then we go to B. Well, again, we have an X and a Y. But we're going negative 3 in the X direction. So 1, 2, 3, but up 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And there's B. And we go, oh, that's in quadrant 2. Then we go to C. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's in the X direction. In the Y direction, we have to go up 2. 1, 2. And I look and I go, oh, C happens to be in quadrant 1. D, negative 5, negative 2. So negative 5 in the X direction. And then down 2 in the Y direction. So D is in quadrant 3. Finally, it says list the ordered pair and quadrants for each of the following points. I'm going to have to zoom out a bit, but let's begin with P. Point P is at, if I look at this, and remember, we always have to start with X first, then Y. So in the X direction, P is at negative 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Negative 6, and it's at positive 8. So P, negative 6, positive 8, because that's my X, that's my Y, and the quadrant is quadrant 2. The next one it asks for is Q. So with Q, we're going, all right, and that's negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5, negative 6, negative 7, negative 8, negative 9. So negative 9 in the X direction. And in the Y direction, we're at negative 8. And I can look at this and go, oh, this is quadrant 3. All right, the next one it asks for is point R. This is tricky. Remember, this point, the origin is 0, 0. Well, I didn't go any direction in the X direction, so the R is 0 for the X. But then I went down 3, so negative 3 in the Y. And you're going, gosh, which quadrant is that on, 3 or 4? Actually, it's not on 3 or 4. It is on the Y axis, right? You don't write 3 or 4. So if it's on the axis, you say whether it's on the X axis or the Y axis, you list the axis, not the not a quadrant. Okay, letter S. Well, I see letter S and I go, well, that's right, hits here at 4. So the X direction is 4. And the Y direction is -5. And then we go on and S, when we look at it, that's in quadrant 4. So we've got that. And we're finally to T, the last one for the notes. So T, well, guess what? T didn't print out. So I'm going to add a point P right here. And when I go to point T in the X direction, and the X direction is 8, but we didn't go up or down. So in the Y direction, since we didn't move, it's 0. Once again, we're not, it's like, oh, we're between 1 and 4. Which one? You're not. You're on the X axis. The X axis. And finally, we're actually to the last point. I go, oh, the X direction is 5, the Y direction is 7. So 5, 7, because X comes before Y in the alphabet. And we're in quadrant 1. All right, I hope this was a brief refresher on graphing in the coordinate plane. I hope this helped, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Thank you.